You don't actually own your favorite movies, music, or even your storage. You're just renting them until the next billing cycle. Today, I'm canceling every single digital subscription. I have to reclaim my autonomy through physical assets. We are trading the ephemeral cloud for tangible hardware to see if true ownership still exists in 2026. This is the great subscription liquidation, and I'm documenting every dollar. Most people have no idea how much they actually pay for digital life in 2026. So I start with full audit. Every SaaS tool, every streaming platform, every gigabyte of cloud storage I was quietly renting. Netflix, Spotify, iCloud, Adobe, a password manager, 3 different cloud backup services I'd forgotten I even had. When I added it all up, the number stopped me cold. $47 a month doesn't sound like much until you multiply it by 12, then by the years you've been paying it. That's thousands of dollars spent on things I never actually own. Licenses that vanished the moment I stopped paying. In an era where the phrase, "you will own nothing," has quietly become the default, I wanted to test if that had to be true. The rules of this experiment are simple, but strict. Rule 1. Every recurring digital payment gets canceled. No exceptions. No free trials. No, I'll just pause it. Rule 2. Whatever I would have spent that month gets redirected into a one-to-one physical equivalent. Cloud storage becomes external hard drives. Streaming becomes vinyl and physical media. Software subscriptions become owned licenses or open source tools. Rule 3. I track everything, cost, durability, and whether I actually use a physical version more. The mission isn't nostalgia. It's a real test of whether tactile ownership creates more intentional spending than invisible billing ever did. First to go, cloud storage. I was paying for 2 terabytes I never fully understood the size of. I bought 2 physical hard drives instead. One for active files, one for cold backup. Sitting on my actual desk. No more monthly fee. No more wondering if a company could lock me out of my own photos. Next, the streaming services. For platforms, $40 extra a month. And songs I didn't actually own. I redirected that budget into a growing vinyl collection. Records I can hold, resell, and play without an internet connection. Every album I buy now is a decision, not a scroll. That friction is the entire point. Software subscriptions were next. The quiet $40 a month bleed from tools I use maybe twice a week. 2 weeks into the experiment. The first thing I noticed was psychological, not financial. Digital subscriptions are designed to be frictionless. That's the trap. You never feel the cost because you never touch the product. Physical assets are the opposite. Every hard drive, every record, every owned tool has weight, both literal and financial. That weight forces a question before every purchase. Do I actually want this, or was I just paying to avoid thinking about it? By week 3, my spending had actually dropped, not because physical goods are cheaper, but because I was buying less impulsively. I also started noticing durability in a way subscriptions never let me measure. A vinyl record from 20 years ago still plays perfectly. A canceled streaming account erases your history instantly. That's the core of the experiment. Physical assets don't get revoked. They just exist for as long as you take care of them. Cloud storage can raise its price overnight. A hard drive I already bought can't charge me again. Now, to be fair, this experiment isn't a perfect win for physical ownership. Hard drives fail. Vinyl scratches. Physical media can be lost, stolen, or damaged in ways cloud backups are specifically designed to prevent. There's also convenience to admit. I can't stream a new release the second it drops. I have to wait, order, and receive it. So this isn't really about physical being universally better. It's about restoring the friction that intentional spending requires. The goal was never to reject digital convenience entirely. It was to stop paying quietly for things I never think about. So here's the final tally after 1 full month of the Great Subscription Liquidation. Total subscriptions canceled, 11. Total monthly recurring cost eliminated, $162. Total spent on physical equivalents, $140, a one-time cost, not a recurring one. That's a net savings in month 1 alone, with assets that don't disappear when the payment stops. But the real result wasn't the money. It was how differently I related to what I owned. I stopped mindlessly accumulating access and started deliberately building collection. You don't have to cancel everything overnight, but it's worth asking, what are you renting that you could actually own? Autonomy in 2026 doesn't come from having more subscriptions. It comes from choosing what deserves to stay in your life. If you want to try your own version of this experiment, start with 1 subscription this week and trade it for something real. That's the Great Subscription Liquidation. Thanks for watching.